And welcome to another great day of baseball here on the Bun. We've got the Adirondack Mechanic fans as they begin a 3-game homestand with the Spiral K Bunnies. AdirondackRick being joined by moonrisenphoenix. We've got the two teams all set and ready to go, and it looks like we've got our lineups all ready to go as well. Here we go. It's time to play ball, and we're going to start off with the Spiral K Bunnies batting off first. Starting off with Z-Man.
Fifth in the top 10 for average. Strike one on the outside.
Ralphie deals inside. Ball one. Try to push Z-Man off the plate, maybe. Hitting it foul for strike number 2. So a 1-2 count right now. Ralphie delivers, and this hit over to left field, past the left fielder, Tracy, right to the wall, rounding first and heading over to second. An opening double for Z-Man. What great hit that was.
Absolutely. Right into the hole, and bbq.gov now up, looking to drive that first run home.
Is it on the left field line, firing over to first, and Z-Man has the retreat, so a 5-3 put out there, tramp to Silly. This gets popped up, Smile fires, tracking it down is Silly Person 3, and not much can happen to move the runner. moonrisenphoenix, this hits towards the back and is retrieved. Side retired after 1.
And just one hit to note, but opportunity goes for naught. Here is Ray Raids Gaming and Yarn Dragon Tracy up to bat.
Yarn Dragon Tracy hitting this over towards center field. Smile fires is underneath it for the very first out. Now here's Shock Ninja hitting a 307.
7 good enough to land them in the top 10, currently standing 8 in the top 10 on average.
Ray Raids Gaming on the mound, getting ready to deliver. Winds and fires, strike 1. Swinging to Shock Ninja. Hitting to short, firing it over is Night Shifter, and out. 6-3 is Shock Ninja. Here's Tramp Royale. Hitting it to first, 3 unassisted, side retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1 inning, it is no score as we head to the second inning here on the Bun. Nice, decent start to this game.
Yeah. Ray Raids Gaming continuing a strong start, and Ralphie and no slouch. Looking good after that first hit double.
There we go. We got chat now appearing on the screen. Oh, the tech work that is happening in the background as we get ready for the second inning. Starting off, Ralphie delivering to Sigil now. Sigil at first base, 363 hitter, 1 home run this season. It's this over towards third base, firing over to first, and not in time! Sigil on with the base hit.
That was some speed on the base pads, and Sigil managing to get it done despite not hitting the ball at the optimal point of the bat there.
Got to see a quick replay of this, as this was an infield hit. Here's Mr. Cab. Mr. Cab, 260 hitter. Over at third base today. Pops this up into the air. Ralphie runs on in. Gets the first out of the inning. Here's Night Shifter, 400 hitter. Hitting this up over towards the left field line. Tramp Royale underneath it for out number 2. So Angel of Sin over towards third to fire to second, side retired, so they'll leave 1 on base. The 1 infield hit does not go for anything as a result, so side is retired. Still no score, middle of the second here on the Bun.
Ralphie continuing
Eject
strong
streamer.
work despite the so-so starts to innings, but it's not about how you start the inning, it's how you finish it. And a couple of donuts on the scoreboard for bunnies is exactly what the Mechanic 5s want.
So as we go in between the first and or the middle of the second here, I do want to congratulate and thank you, Norastra, for the 67 months. However, I have been thrown out of this game, apparently.
That would be a problem.
As the streamer's been ejected out of this game, I guess you are on your own now, moonrisenphoenix, so...
Fair enough.
All right.
I mean, for the amount of time it takes you to climb back into the broadcast booth, I suppose.
All right, so... have fun.
Well, first, I'd like to welcome in the Raiders from bbq.gov. Welcome into the raid. Welcome to Baseball Stars, or at the very least, the non-technical difficulty version of Baseball Stars.
I mean, I got ejected. I have to take the feed with me.
Well, that's...
All right. Bottom of the second, starting off with silly person, the number 4 hitter, 423 hitter. Hits this right to second. Z-Man's underneath it for the first out. And yes, thank you very much for the raid, bbq.gov. Captain now up to bat, 454 hitter, 1 home run. Slams is over down the left field line. This is going deep. This is gone.
No, it is not
home
going out.
Run.
And it's the Mechanic 5s with the early lead. 5 RBIs for Captain. For my apologies. Yes, it is for Captain. Make it 6. One of the top hitters on the Mechanic 5s. And they are up 1-0.
Here's a replay of that. Just crushed it. A big whack. It gets it out of here. Right to the
345 feet.
Yeah. Good solid hitting right there from Captain for the home run. So here's Snow Bear batting 6 at 214. Adirondack Mechanic 5s are now up 1-0. Hitting this over, grounder to Z-Man, fires over to first for the second out, 4-3 put out. Here's Panzer Dave over in right field. Hits this down the right field line, but to the first baseman, takes it back to the bag, side retired. They do get the 1 run on the big home run for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s, so they lead 1-0 after 2 innings here on the bun. Talk about our sponsors here. We do want to thank all of our sponsors, including Salty Beverage. For when things just get really salty, enjoy a salty beverage at a fine retailer near you. We head to the top of the third. moonrisenphoenix, it's time for you to take over.
Absolutely, and we'll start it off with the pitcher, Ray Raids Gaming, a pitcher's duel right here. And what will Ralphian do? Right down the middle, and that, wow, that is right on the line. That is a fair ball. Ray Raids Gaming through, rounding first, heading to second, will get there in time. Double for the pitcher, Ray Raids Gaming. Here is Z-Man.
An amazing hit right there for Ray Raids Gaming. First hit of the season, too.
That was, it's timely to say the least.
We're waiting for the replay to pop up. How nice of them to let us be able to take a look at the replay and give us a break while we're waiting for the replay. There we go. Look at that thing right down the right field line, over the bag for the double for Ray Raids Gaming. Nice, fine hit for their first of the season.
And we'll see what Z-Man can do. Already has 4 home runs on the season. Can Ralphie get out of this jam? Nice Nice pitch on the inside for strike one. Swinging. And strike two, looking 75 miles per hour. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And strikeout. Z-Man going down on strikes. Here's bbq.gov going for another bunt. And this one is good enough to move Ray Ray's Gaming to third, but it is a second out.
So that goes down as a sacrifice as BBQ moves the runner over to third. So Ray Ray's Gaming now at third. Smile fires.
Smile fires currently 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch number 1 down the right field line. Foul. Strike 2. 0-2 count again. Can Ralph get another? Barely misses the outside part of the plate for ball 1. And this one, 3 unassisted. No problem for silly person. Side retired. 1 hit goes for naught for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. It is still 1-0 for the Mechanic Fives, heading to the bottom of third.
And that's 3 left on base so far for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. Hopefully we don't see that become a trend for their success here today as the Adirondack Mechanic Fives go up to bat. Bottom of the third, they lead 1-0. Who else is sponsoring this game?
We've got some purple popcorn. What? Since when is... Okay, somebody's got to answer this. Too much food coloring in their popcorn? What's this place coming to? I mean, questionable park, they say. Now I'm starting to understand why.
Bottom of the third, starting off with the number 8 hitter for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives. We're going to start off with All Dog at 250 this season.
And pitch number 1 goes deep left field. Will moonrisenphoenix get there? No! That is down, and All Dog on to second with a stand-up double.
Right, beautiful in the gap between the left fielder and the center fielder. So just the place where the two of you could not go and catch that.
The perfect spot is perfect spot.
As we take a look at the replay of All Dog's hit here. Yeah, that was just beautiful hitting. Had enough speed to it. Just did not allow either of you to get there in time. You came close, and maybe if you dove for it, maybe you could have gotten it. But it would have been a close call.
Really would have. But here we are. Routhian up now. Tried for the bunt. Strike 1. And strike 2 down shortstop. That is Night Shifter making throw 6-3 for the putout.
And the most important thing about that is that kept All Dog at second base.
Absolutely. But here's Yarn Dragon Tracy with another chance. That's popped up backwards. Angel of Sin under it. Caught. Wait a minute. That is 2 outs. Yes. I was waiting for the umpire call there. It seems it was delayed. But here's Shot Ninja. Man on second. Strike 1 and now foul ball. Deep left. 0-2 count. Rays Gaming winds up. Shot to Night Shifter. Goes for the relay. Could have just tagged out All Dog, but relays in time. Side retired. 1 hit from All Dog, but it goes for nothing. And after 3, it is still 1-0 for the Mechanic Fives.
Big out right there, getting out of the damage of the opening double for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. They definitely needed that. So as we head to the top of the fourth, we've got the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Starting off with you. What kind of pitch are you looking for from Routhian?
Anything that's not right on the near my hands, quite frankly. If it's down the middle of the plate, that's all I want, really.
All right, let's see how you do.
Right on the spot of the bat, but couldn't get it past your third baseman, which is Tramp Royale, and a great relay, 5-3, 1 out.
Yeah, perfect positioning to get the out there. So here's Sigil.
Sigil for a home run, but that pitch right there, that is exactly the pitch I was talking about. Popped up backwards, easy one for Al Dog, 2 out. Here is Mr. Cab, pitch number 1, inside for ball 1. And that is another pop-up, and that one right back to sender. Routhian under it. Side retired, 1, 2, 3 for the Bunnies in the fort. Not a problem for Routhian. 1-0 Mechanic Vibes, heading to the bottom of the fourth. 3, 4, and 5 up.
Yep, but that includes Captain, who hit the home run, and that was part of what had Captain get moved up to the 5 position for the Adirondack Mechanic Vibes. As we enter the bottom of the fourth, Tramp Royale hitting .440 this season, but hit it right to the first baseman first time up.
I mean, you can't argue. If you're batting .454 prior to the game, you want that right up there with the middle of the line. That 1-2 Z-Man, easy 4-3 put out number 1. My apologies. Here's Silly Person, and that one, no problem for Mr. Cab.
That was a stretch to try to run to get it over. Solid throw there from Mr. Cab to get the out. As you'll see the replay.
I mean, Night Shifter wasn't quite there. Mr. Cab says, no problem, I got you. And sure enough, here's Captain. That home run earlier. What can he do for an encore?
Line
there's
drive.
Night Shifter.
Line drive right to the short for the third out. So a 1-2-3 inning goes the Adirondack Mechanic Vibes.
And sure enough, with that, both sides go 1-2-3 in the fourth. And now as we go to the fifth with Night Shifter leading off for the Spiral Cave Bunnies, back to Adirondack Rick for the call here in the fifth inning.
So Night Shifter wound up flying out over to the third base side last time up. Night Shifter hitting .333 on the season. Not a lot of sample size for Night Shifter. Didn't have the at-bat qualifications to hit the leaderboard, but hits this over to left field. That's going to be a base hit back to the wall. So rounding first, heading to second is Night Shifter, who thought about going for 3. However, that gets scooped up by Yarn Dragon Tracy for the double.
Actually, that was not Yarn Dragon Tracy. That is Snow Bear coming over from center field to make the throw, and what an arm.
As we await the replay, Routhian was delivering it. That had a lot over the plate, so just beautiful work. Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah, like Yarn Dragon Tracy just stopped. All right.
I mean, if you want the proper fielder to send it back into the infield, sure enough.
Base hit to left field. However, Angel of Sin couldn't get the runner to move over. We have a pinch hitter coming in here, and par for the course.
Par a little bit as we get a what is that? What? Okay, what is that Greek letter? Is that No, it's not. Okay, let's carry on.
Bat C2 coming into play here to pinch hit for Ray Raids Gaming, so we can already shut the door on Ray Raids Gaming for today. Pitching 4 innings of work. Just let that one home run in.
I mean, I have to say this now. I'm not a fan of this poll this early. Ray Raids Gaming was doing work. And to see them polled after just 4 innings, we've seen such a poll before, and it didn't pan out for the team that did it.
All right, so Bat C2 up to bat for the Bunnies. Hits this over. This will be a base hit. Going back to the wall, rounding third, and scoring his night shifter. Angel of Sin heading to third, or heading over to third, and on at second with a double and RBI is... We don't know their name.
No, we don't know their name, and we'll just go with the Spiral Cave Bunnies have tied this game up.
So back to the top of the lineup here. So that clears Ray Raids Gaming of any decision as of now. However, if Z-Man can get a runner home, that still would put Ray Raids Gaming in line for the win as of now. Z-Man down the left field line, fires to first for the first out. Everyone stays where they are.
And Tramp Royale with that arm. But here is a pitching change, and here comes the mistress of the shovel herself, Kiki, heading to the mound here in the top of the 5th.
So we do have a pitching change. They'll start with BBQ in just a moment. So for Ralphian, they are on the line for the runners on second and third. So as of now, they've been charged with 1 earned run. They have 1 strikeout, no walks.
I believe that is 4 or 5 hits.
6.
6, okay.
So 6 hits on Ralphian's card, and once again is on the hook for the runners on second and third. Here's BBQ. 315 pops this up. This is going to fall for a single, and what in the world just happened here? Heading on home is Angel of Sin. Oh my!
Everyone is safe, and what a hit placement by BBQ.gov. Wow.
We need to see the replay on this one.
That was, I mean, it wasn't just the hit. It was that relay over at second.
So Angel of Sin scores. With 1 away, Small Fires has a chance to put some damage on here, leading 2-1.
I think we're still on replay, however.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
We are. Eventually, this thing will move. Maybe.
Eventually. Hopefully. Dear truck, we can play the footage. Okay, what happened to the truck?
The video froze. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, okay, there we go. Give it a swift kick to the truck, and suddenly people know how to get.
Yeah, look at this play. Like, what is the shortstop doing here?
I'm not sure.
They just gave up on the ball too.
And here's what I'm talking about. Check the relay over at second. That was
close.
Oh my. That is, I mean, gotta get lucky sometimes, and the Spiral Cave Bunnies are lucky enough right now. Here's Smile Fires, 2 men on.
Base hit to center field, all the way to the back. Rounding third is Bat C2. They will score. Everyone is safe. And the carousel is continuing.
And here is Ralthian. Those 2 runs that actually it is Ralthian that will be saddled for those 2 runs that they were on the hook.
So we can close the book on Ralthian. 3 earned runs. As 1 away, they still need to get something going here. And now here's moonrisenphoenix 0 for 2 today.
And no runner on first means that double play is unlikely. Ball 1 on the outside from Kiki.
BBQ on third. Smile fires on second. 1-1. Head up into the air. Everyone's holding steady. This is going to fall for a hit.
Oh, what happened with the defense on that? That is an outfield hit, and there is another run for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. That is, again, the defense on this. I'm all for opportunity. But
I like the fact that the center fielder took a step to the right than to the left. Not that it really changed anything there. However,
now this innings where things went south for the Mechanic Fives, and right now with Sigil up, if you're a fan of the Mechanic Fives, you're praying this one stays on the infield and on the ground for a double play.
Smile Fires is on third. moonrisenphoenix on first. Popped up into the air. Same general area. Snow Bear trying to get there. Will not get there in time.
No.
Smile Fires comes on home.
You can't blame Snow Bear for that one. That was just perfect placement.
4 straight hits against the Adirondack Mechanic Fives. It's 5-1. Spiral Cave Bunnies here in the top of the 5th inning. Mr. Cab, 240 hitter.
And I think they're 0 for 2 for the day, but they're plenty capable to do more
And
damage.
to second, to 1, to first, safe.
Oh, wow. That almost went south for Mechanic Fives again, but thankfully, there is Shark Ninja saving even more damage.
So now we have moonrisenphoenix is on third. Sigil is on, or actually no, the Sigil got retired on the way there. So Mr. Cab is on first. We've batted around the lineup, so Night Shifter is back up for the second time this sitting. Started things off with a double to start this inning off.
And Mechanic Fives are hoping history doesn't repeat itself. Popped up. That will be caught. There is your third baseman, Tramp Royale, with the catch. Side retired, but that is a lot of damage.
So they bat around the lineup here. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And they score 5 runs. They leave 2 on base. Middle of the 5th inning, 5-1 Spiral Cave Bunnies here on the bun.
We've got a new pitcher. We've got a new pitcher for the Bunnies.
We'll talk about that coming up here as we come out of the break.
Absolutely. So, wait a minute. Questionable parks, salty beverage, purple popcorn. What else do we have here?
M&M's.
Okay, for once, not everything is questionable. What are those M&Ms stuffed with?
They're just plain M&Ms.
Okay.
But they come in whatever
Wait,
whatever the number 87th crayon from Crayola is.
Okay, I take it back. Maybe everything is questionable here at Questionable Park.
Actually, the M&M colors are the colors for the Adirondack Mechanic 5. So it's that light blue with the dark blue.
Okay, you know what? Sure. I don't think crayons are for eating. There.
Tell that to kindergarten me. Oh wait, well, never mind. Never mind. We hit to the bottom of the 5th inning now that we're out of our break, and we have a brand new pitcher on the mound, don't we, Moonrisenphoenix?
That we do. Fred Coughlin back for another outing for the Spiral Cave Bunnies, and it's been a little bit of feast or famine for Fred Coughlin so far on the mound. They've been lights out in their start, but in relief, it's been a bit of a struggle.
They are non-toxic. That is correct. They are non-toxic.
That's good.
Fred hitting, or rather, this down the right field line, 3 unassisted, so Sigil with the out. Retiring Snow Bear.
The Panzer Dave up next.
Swung on a miss. Struck 1.
We've got a bit. Go ahead there, Rick.
Said inside for ball 1. Go ahead.
I was about to say, I think we've got the artist, Fred Coughlin, back on the mound, trying to paint the corner there.
Oh, painted that one beautifully. 2-2.
Absolutely. What do we got for pitch number 5? 2-2 pitch.
Right to Sigil once again. 3 unassisted for the second time this inning. Here's All Dog. That's not 3 unassisted. That's actually a base hit to left field, right past the reach of Night Shifter. So, All Dog is on with a single, and here's Kiki,
who is actually on the, I believe, yes, actually on the RBI list with 2 RBIs this season so far.
Looks at a ball 2. Hit down the third base, over to second for the outside, retired.
Problem getting through that first hit was Fred Coughlin and keeping that 5-1 lead for the Spiral Cave Bunnies heading to the 6th.
So they leave 1 on base, 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We've played 5 here on this Thursday evening. It is 5-1 in favor of the Spiral Cave Bunnies here on the Bun.
And starting off the top of the 6th will be Angel of Sin, who's hit I believe 1 for 2 in this game.
Yep, Angel of Sin did hit a single, scored a run last time up in that 5th inning where they scored 5 runs. We'll be dealing with Kiki on the mound here as we start off the away 6th inning. So Angel of Sin now hitting 190, hits this over. This is rolling, and it might not get there in time. It doesn't. That's an infield hit for Angel of Sin.
And Angel of Sin was batting under 100, and they have been quite hot at the plate as of late.
Here's Fred.
That might be dangerous. That's going to drop.
And it goes...
And, oh no. Okay. Yeah,
I have questions about that.
So
we really don't know what's going on here with these fielders, but sure.
I mean, no damage done, right? We're okay.
So Fred on with a single, so 1 for 1 for today for Fred. Angel of Sin on second, so we go to the top of the lineup with Z-Man, 387 hitter, 4 home runs. Bobs this up into the air, rotating over his captain underneath it, makes the first out, so for Z-Man to be retired on the fly out to shortstop. You can see right there, squeezes the glove, gets that out. So here's BBQ.govs. Batted in a run last time with a single. Swings on and misses. Strike one. It's this over to second, yeah, for the first. Not in time, so BBQ's on with a fielder's choice.
Wrecked out the double play, however, and here is Smile Fires with a chance.
So Fred is retired. Angel of Sin goes to third. Angel of Sin at third. It is BBQ on first. Smile Fires, 3 home runs this season. Batted in a run. Double last time up. Hits this over to right. This might have the distance. It is going. It is gone. Home run. Smile Fires.
Smile Fires just clearing the right side wall. It is 8-1 for the Spiral Cave Bunnies.
Big 3-run RBI for Smile Fires, giving him 4 for the day.
And don't look now, but the Smile Fires is just amplifying their case for MVP of hitters, because that is home run number 4 and RBI number 10.
Here's moonrisenphoenix.
Actually, 10. I meant 11.
Swings at a ball in the dirt for strike one.
I mean,
inside ball 1. 1-2. Moonrisen swings and gets it over to the third base, who is in the perfect position for out number 3. Side retired, but not before the Spiral Cave Bunnies add 3 more to the list to now lead this game 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th, coming up here on the bun.
And leading it off for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s, it is the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. Yarn Dragon Tracy up first.
So 3 hits, 3 runs, no errors, nobody left on base. And we'll start things off here with Yarn Dragon Tracy to begin the bottom of the 6th inning for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. 0 for 2 day for Yarn Dragon Tracy. Pops this up into the air. That is Night Shifter underneath it for out number 1. Shock Ninja has hit to the shortstop twice. This goes foul for strike 1. The 0-1 to Shock. Very interesting. That didn't go over the plate. Inside for ball 2.
That was a little close there.
Swung on, hits over to third, and Shock can't beat out the throw, so that's out number 2. So Shock now retired 5-3 this time here in the 6th. And we go to Tramp Royale, 0 for 2 today. And this is a big problem that we're seeing right now with the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. Their first 4 hitters for today are now currently 0 for 10.
That is not a great stat line, and this may be 0 for 11, and it is.
So 1, 2, 3 inning for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s, and we will have a pitching change to head to the top of the 7th, but let's just cap off this 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It is 8-1 Spiral Cave Bunnies here on the bun.
And while we are at it, we have a new pitcher for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. It is their star pitcher, Onochu, on the mound. But before we get to that, how about we close the door on Kiki's day there, Rick?
I think it was not a day that the Spiral Cave Bunnies were really looking for.
I think you meant the Mechanic 5s there,
well,
Rick.
the Mechanic 5s, yeah.
I mean, the Spiral Cave Bunnies will take that book any time of the day, but the Adirondack Mechanic 5s would much rather burn it. and or throw it into the trash. Pick one.
So 7 hits given up there, and right now we can charge Kiki 5 runs, 5 earned runs. So that closes the book on the inning and 2/3 for Kiki. Now we go to Anachu, and now for the top of the 7th with a pitching change. We turned it over to moonrisenphoenix.
We have the 5, 6, 7 hitters here for the Spiral Cave Bunnies here in the 7th. Pitch number 1 for Anachu. Right inside. Good enough for the third baseman, Tramp Royale. 5-3, no problem. Out number 1. Mr. Cab up next. And that one into center field. Perfect spot. That is a base hit. Mr. Cab on it first, and here comes Night Shifter. And that is a pop-up. Not a problem there for Captain 1977. Right under it. Out number 2, Angel Sin up next. And that one up in foul territory. That is Tramp Royale under it. And that is out number 3, Side Retired. 1 hit, no runs. Spiral Cave Bunnies leave 1 on. And going to the bottom of the 7th, it is still 8-1 for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. 4, 5, and 6 up next for the Mechanic 5s. They need to do some damage, and they need to do some damage now. Silly person.
I've got a question for you.
Yes?
During that top of the 7th inning, what was Kiki doing in your dugout?
That is a very good question. I think they were trying to bargain, maybe trade their shovel for a run or two. Was that what I'm hearing?
Perhaps. We start off the home 7th with Silly Person.
Silly Person down right field line. No problem for Sigil. 3 unassisted. Out number 1. Here's Captain. Has done some damage today. Ball 1 on the outside corner. Fred trying to catch the plate. Couldn't do it. Pitch number 2. Finds the hole. Past a diving Night Shifter. Base hit. Man on.
Wonderful hitting right there to Captain to get on base.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about perfect spots all night, and
yeah, look at that.
That is a thing of beauty right there. Can Snow Bear capitalize here? Pitch 1. Fred doesn't have the curve. Ball 1 outside and ball 2 inside. And there's that paint job. I'm surprised that didn't catch the plate. Ball 3, says the umpire, and we've got a walk. Snow Bear on first after a 5-pitch walk.
What is a walk?
We don't see those often. With so many hitters swinging at the first pitch, rare is it that we see somebody not swing at 5 pitches. But sure enough, 2 men on for Panzer Dave. Chance to do some damage. And ball 2. Fred's struggling, but pops it up.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
That is dangerous.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. What a sprint. That, I believe, was Z-Man.
Well, look at the replay when that pops up. Here it goes. That Z-Man coming all the way from second and just barely gets there. And that could have been even more problematic if that fell in.
Absolutely. You're not wrong, because that would have forced the runners to move up, and that could have been a double play easily. And that is a relay. That is 5-4, and the Mechanic 5s, 2 hits, not enough to drive in a run.
At this position in the 7th inning, you've got to drive those in, especially given the fact that you are down 8-1.
Indeed. However, don't despair if you're a fan of Mechanic 5s. You've got some strong hitters coming up in the 8th inning, but right now, you need Arnold to hold down to 4th. Fred Coughlin up, bunnies. Ball 1, outside.
Hit a single last time up. Was thrown out on a fielder's choice.
I mean, Fred can hit once he's asked to do it.
Oh!
And barely gets called out there. That was close.
Let's see how close this is, actually.
I mean, I don't think we can call for a video review here, but
yeah, just beat Fred. Just beat Fred.
Half of a step.
That's sometimes all it takes.
That's right. Sometimes the defense is there to back you up, and it sure as heck was there. Here's Z-Man. And looks at strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. Ball 1 outside. Here's Onochu with another pitch. Outside, ball 2. Count inside for ball 3. Had to back off Z-Man off the plate. But that one is deep right field. Can right fielder catch it? Right under it is indeed Panzer Dave. No more flowers, just balls. And it's caught. Out number 2.
BBQ gets retired, and that will do it for the winning.
Yes, as we see, I can't.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody's left on base. Middle of the 8th, 8-1 on the bud.
And a pinch hitter for Arnold Chu. Here is Eterna Nocturnum. And meanwhile, Eterna Nocturnum they've been able to hit when called upon. However, Rick, I believe we've got a question from a viewer currently.
Let me get to closing the book here on Anachu's 1 inning of work. So gave up the one hit. Actually, that was 2 innings of work for Anachu, if I'm reading this correctly. Yep, just the 1 hit, 2 innings of work, and there we go. We're now caught up. Now on our way to the question in chat. So what's the question in chat?
I believe you were asking if Fred Coughlin was a starting pitcher or a relief pitcher.
Well, there's 5 pitchers on the roster, and the game will determine who they want to start, who they want to be a relief pitcher. There's no definition towards who is what. Also, T. Burdock, thank you very much for the 7 months as we go to the bottom of the 8th, and back to you, moonrisenphoenix, with the number 9 hitter coming up.
Eterna Nocturnum up to bat with Fred Coughlin in for their 3rd inning of work. Here is Mr. Cab, 5-3 put out to Sigil for out number 1. Here's Yarn Dragon Tracy. And those top 4 hitters for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s need to get off the donut.
Yeah, they're 0 for 12. 0 for
12 now. And Yarn Dragon Tracy with the pop-up. That's in a dangerous spot. There is bbq.gov for the catch. Out number 2, and here is Shock Ninja.
Fred's tiring.
Strike 1, that is, might be running out of paint in that paint bucket there.
That had some movement still.
Some movement, but we won't talk much about that speed. That is high. Don't know if that's the distance. Moonrisen Phoenix under it. Out number 3, side retired, and the first 4 hitters for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. This is an off night, and here is Lenifis, the closer for Mechanic 5s, trying to close the book here in the ninth.
Just keep it at 8-1 and hope that your 3, 4, 5 hitters can get something going here. Obviously, at this point in time, 0 for 14. We talk about that statistic here for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s. They got to get something going on their early part of the lineup.
I couldn't agree more there. But
by the comparison, I just want to point this out. By comparison, Moon, the first 4 hitters for the Spiral Cave Bunnies. So I'm just quickly trying to do math in my head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 13, 17. So the Spiral Cave Bunnies are 4 for 17.
I mean, it's not great, but
it's still better than 300 average.
Yes, but
it's better than 0.
0 for 14 on the side. That is saying something right there. But
and it's piecing together consecutive hits.
Right, and here in the ninth, again, Lenifis isn't going to have it easy. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Bunnies, and really, Lenifis needs a quick inning. 1, 2, 3, perhaps.
Yeah, so Smile Fire's first up to bat, coming up here, had a home run last time up, a 3-run shot. 4 RBIs today. This popped over towards right field. This will stay in the yard for Panzer Dave to get underneath it for the first out.
And Lenifis needed it. The entire Spiral Cave Bunnies needed that.
Oh, this is a rocket down the left field line from moonrisenphoenix, rounding first, heading to second, and you will be there with a stand-up double with 1 away.
Slow start to the season, but Moonrisenphoenix picking it up in recent games and has been a reliable hitter in the past few.
2 for 5 today for Moonrisenphoenix. Here is Sigil. Hit over towards left center, and that will fall in for a base hit. Back to the wall. This will score Moonrisenphoenix, and rounding second and heading to third. That's a triple for Sigil.
That is a rare triple, and again, a little bit of miscommunication there in the outfield for the Mechanic 5s.
Sigil now 3, 4, 5 today. Here's Mr. Cab, hit a single last time up, was stranded at first.
And that one down the right field line, well foul, 0-1. Tied count. Oof.
Mr. Cab pops this over towards center field, touching third, and well, they're going to retreat back to third. They realized that they had gotten that back into the infield a lot faster than they had thought. 2 away.
Snow Bear with the arm again.
Night Shifter 2. Shortstop for the line out. Side retired, but they get another on the board.
Absolutely. After 8.5, heading to the bottom of the ninth, we're seeing a few empty seats here at Questionable Park. 9-1 for the Bunnies over the Mechanic 5s.
All right, so at the bottom of the ninth, you got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters on deck here, due up for the Adirondack Mechanic 5, starting off with Tramp Royale. 0 for 3 today, needs to get off that for them to have a chance. Fred delivers what we believe was a pitch. It was outside, ball 1.
There is 3 on 3 for the putout. Sigil's been busy, but has been solid. Out number 1.
Here's silly person, 379. Hits this over towards right field. Underneath it for the second out is BBQ.gov. Now for the final hope here is Captain to keep this game going.
And down the left field line, foul for strike one. Captain's been their best hitter today.
Pitch floats over the plates for strike two. The 0-2, 2 outs. Captain awaits. Fred delivers. Outside, ball one. That wasn't close.
That wasn't close, but it might have been close enough.
Popped it up. Underneath it is Night Shifter, and the ball game is over. The Spiral K Bunnies, what a start to the season they've had. They win this game 9-1.
And, I mean, you can't argue about their pitching. I mean, Ray Raids Gaming, 4 innings of work, gave up that home run. And otherwise, pretty clean. And we talked about Fred Coughlin in relief. What a job. 5 scoreless innings. Got into a trouble once or twice, but Fred Coughlin holding strong, and the Spiral Cave Bunnies, I believe that is a 3-game winning streak.
That is actually incorrect.
It's incorrect. My apologies.
Because they split the double header, so the Adirondack Mechanic 5s won the first game of the double header. Spiral Cave Bunnies wound up taking this game here, and they wound up winning the second game of the double header. We'll take a look at this here once we get this better aligned. You can see how we do graphics here on the fly here on the bun.
Absolutely.
So the Spiral K Bunnies win this game 9-1.
I mean, we can't argue too much about the pitching for the Spiral K Bunnies. On the Mechanic 5 side, I think we have to point out we've been hammering on one stat all night, and I hate to say it, Rick. I think we have to point it out again. The top 4 hitters.
We'll go ahead and pull up that statistic here in just a few moments. One of the biggest things you can notice here, the Spiral K Bunnies, their pitching has just been stellar so far this season.
I mean, you cannot argue. Ray Raids Gaming had just showed they were ready and able to pitch, and Fred in relief. What a performance! And we don't even talk about Iceman. We can't talk about Iceman.
Looking at the averages here for the Adirondack Mechanic 5s, Captain, Tramp, Silly are in your top 5. But it's what you see in your other number 5, your 7 and 8. They're all Spiral K Bunnies. So if you take a look at this, 5 out of the 8 who are above 300 hitting are Spiral K Bunnies. 2 of them above 400 right now. And so far this season, the MVP, we thought it was going to be Z-Man at first.
I thought
but
so
Smile
too.
Fires has taken over this league so far. 466 batting average. Now tied with Z-Man for 4 home runs. Leads the league with 11.
I mean, that you can't argue. Z-Man was out like a house on fire, but now Smile Fires says, "Hang on, I've got a bat of my own, and I know how to use it."
And speaking of Smile Fires, they will be joining me on the broadcast booth coming up here tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for around 7:05. Then we're going to take a day off on Saturday. Sunday, we got a nightcap. Norestra is going to come in and do the call along with me. And don't forget, if you are interested in doing the call for any of these games that are coming up, you can fill out the form that is on Discord or the one that's being passed around here in chat as well. So looking forward to what's going to be fun. And next week we're going to have the All-Star voting.
God, I'm looking forward forward to.
Find out who's going to be heading to play the lovely ladies coming up on Saturday, May 30th. I already got a few candidates that I personally would be voting for, but they actually told me I cannot vote for this. It's got to be up to the viewers.
Let's see. We'll see who I'm voting for, but when does voting close for the All-Star game there, Rick?
The voting closes on Friday, May 29th. We'll have the details coming up here real soon on who will be voting. So that's going to be coming up here tomorrow. We will be back here once again for game number 8 of the season. So far this season, the Spiral Cave Bunnies, 5-2 on the season. Can the Adirondack Mechanic 5s adjust? They've got to figure out what they need to do with their hitting core, and they've got to figure it out real fast.
They've got 2 more games at Questionable Park before heading to Spiral Cave for 4 more before the All-Star break.
This has been a presentation of The Bun, and brought to you by Salty Water and that purple popcorn that moonrisenphoenix has been talking to you about. Right?
We will see you tomorrow night at 7:05 Eastern. Smile Fires will be with Adirondack Rick on the call. We will see you then, everybody.